you are not ready for what just happened at the Australian GP. Chaos, controversy, and a race that had everything. Lando Norris finally got his first F1 victory, but not without drama, because this was no ordinary win. From accusations of sabotage to wild on-track battles and a heart-stopping finish, this race will go down as one of the most unforgettable in recent history. And if you think you know what happened, trust me, there's way more to it than what you saw live. So, buckle up, because we're about to break down all the madness that unfolded in Melbourne. All right, let's start with the absolute insanity of the race start. Right off the line, Verstappen had a clean getaway, but behind him, it was total mayhem. The McLarens had an incredible launch, and Norris immediately went side by side with Leclerc, almost forcing him onto the grass. Meanwhile, Piastri, in front of his home crowd, was absolutely fearless, making an aggressive move on Sainz that nearly ended in disaster. But what came next? No one expected it. By lap 4, Verstappen's Red Bull was already in trouble. Suddenly, his pace dropped, and he started complaining about the car feeling weird. And just like that, boom! Flames from the rear brakes, and Max Verstappen, the dominant force in F1, was out. A shocking DNF that changed everything. But here's where things get crazy, because Red Bull's own team radio left fans wondering, was this just an unlucky failure, or was something else going on? With Verstappen out, the race was wide open, and that's when the gloves really came off. Norris, now leading, was being hunted by Sainz, who was absolutely flying. The Ferrari had a clear pace advantage, and it seemed like only a matter of time before he took the lead. But McLaren wasn't going down without a fight, and what happened next had fans on the edge of their seats. Lap 22, Norris defends into turn 3, but Sainz sends it down the inside. Contact! Norris somehow stays ahead, but the Ferrari takes minor wing damage. And while this battle was going on, guess who was sneaking up behind them? Yep, Lewis Hamilton. The Mercedes might not have been the fastest car, but Hamilton was driving like a man possessed, ready to capitalize on any mistake up front. Then came the controversial moment. Lap 35, McLaren pits Norris for fresh tires, but the stop is slow, 4.8 seconds. Ferrari sees the opportunity and calls in Sainz immediately. And guess what? A perfect 2.4 second stop. Sainz comes out ahead. But here's where the sabotage theory started. Fans noticed that Norris's slow stop wasn't just bad luck. It looked like something was off with McLaren's coordination. Did they intentionally cost him the lead to favor Piastri? That's the question everyone is asking. As the race entered its final laps, the tension was unreal. Norris was now second, hunting down Sainz, but with Piastri right behind him, McLaren was in a tricky spot. And just when it seemed like Ferrari had it under control, safety car! A crash at the back of the grid bunched up the entire field, setting up a 5-lap sprint to the finish. This was it. No tire advantage, no strategy, just pure, raw racing. The restart? Absolute chaos. Sainz tried to hold position, but Norris went full send into turn 1 and made the move stick. The crowd erupted, but Sainz wasn't done yet. He came back at him, forcing Norris wide, but Lando held firm. Side by side, inches from disaster, these two were putting on a show for the ages. And behind them, Piastri and Hamilton were now in striking distance. One wrong move, and it could all end in heartbreak. Final lap. Norris is still ahead, but Sainz is pushing like crazy. Every braking zone, every corner, he's looking for a way through. And then, in the final 2 turns, Sainz makes a desperate dive. He's almost alongside, but no. Norris shuts the door, crosses the line, and takes his first ever Formula One win. The McLaren garage erupts, the fans go wild, and just like that, Lando Norris becomes a Grand Prix winner. But the drama didn't stop there. Post-race, Sainz was furious. He claimed Norris pushed him off track and demanded an investigation. And on social media, the sabotage theories exploded. Was McLaren really trying to manipulate the race? Did they slow Norris's pit stop on purpose? And with Red Bull's shocking failure, what does this mean for the championship battle going forward? One thing is certain, Formula One just delivered one of the most insane races we've ever seen. Norris is now a winner, Red Bull is on the back foot, and the championship just got way more interesting. But what do you think? Was McLaren playing games with team orders? Was Norris's win truly deserved? And most importantly, with Red Bull looking vulnerable, could we finally have a real title fight on our hands? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe for more F1 content, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. This season is shaping up to be an all-time classic, and you won't want to miss a second of it. See you in the next one.